Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.
All right, 25 minutes before 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this rainy Wednesday. Hope you're doing well. Robin, you know, when I started out my work life, I started working in factories.
Yeah.
My first jobs, I worked in a plastics factory. I worked in a sheet metal factory. I worked in a mail room, and that was a factory, except I wasn't in the factory part in that case. And I remember thinking, I want to work with people. I'm tired of working with machines. I want to work with people. I think we have some guests here today to talk about some job opportunities right here in Ocala, where if you are the same person I was back then, that maybe working with people is your thing. The Career Source is going to introduce you to two young ladies who will talk about the centers. And Laura Burns is here from the Career Source for Citrus, Levy, and Marion County. Good morning, Laura. How you doing?
Good morning, Larry.
And you have brought with you two guests, Joanne Williams, right, and Bob. Oh, are you sisters? Joanne Williams and Bobby Williams. Do I have the names right? No.
Oh, Wines. Joanne Wines.
Oh, Joanne Wines. Okay.
And Bobby Wines.
Bobby.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Well, I'll get it right. I thought you were sisters.
Okay.
Well, good morning, ladies, and good morning, Laura. Thank you for coming in today. And so we're talking about the centers today, huh? And I didn't realize it was so big. Off the air, you kind of tipped me off that this is not a small company, right?
Well, you are absolutely correct. And the Centers has been a wonderful community institution and partner for many years. One of the top 10 employers in the area in terms of size.
I never knew.
Just really fantastic. So, without further ado, I want to throw it over to Joanne and Bobby to talk about, the organization, what makes it such a fantastic corporate culture. And we thank you so much for joining us today in this lovely weather.
Yeah, right.
But, it's they have an enormous amount of job opportunities, very diverse, and they'll talk about that. And so let's.
All right. So can we start with maybe the mission statement? What is the centers?
We are a nonprofit private organization, and we provide substance abuse and mental health treatment to adults and children throughout the community.
And is it a residential placement?
We do. We have residential, we have inpatient,
Really?
we have outpatient. So residential, you're going to think of like your drug rehab programs.
Okay.
Inpatient is going to be more of your acute care crisis situations, someone that wants to hurt themselves or somebody else. And then we have your outpatient where you have counseling, you see the psychiatrist for your medications. We also have other services specifically for children. We have what's called TBOS, which is therapeutic on-site services. So they'll go to the school, they'll go to the home to help care for these children with behavior problems.
And Bobby, can I ask you, what do you do? What do you do there? What is your job?
My job is a private admission specialist. So basically what I do is help move patients as quickly and seamlessly as possible through the process. So if they're at the medical hospitals because they were in a crisis, maybe tried to hurt themselves or somebody else,
Right.
I make sure they get over as quickly as possible.
My goodness, you must have a heart of gold. I mean, I'm guessing you work with, it probably is maybe one of the job prerequisites is to be a people person. Does that sound accurate?
Yes, I would say so. I think most of us get into this field because we want to help people. Just like you said, you want to work with people and you want to help people.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we do. That's our goal. Every day we come in, and I think that's one of the great things about working for this agency is you know that you help people every single day.
Joanne, what is your specific job? What do you do?
My role with the centers is a senior recruitment specialist. I currently supervise the recruiting section.
Oh, so you're the person we go to if we want to work with the centers, right? Oh, wow. So you have to be able to pick out the people from the non-people, right?
Yes.
I mean, some people really are better for factories. I wasn't one of them. I just didn't like that life. I like it much better working with people like we do here in the radio. So what is the day like for somebody who lives there? Let's talk about the residents first. What is their day like? Are they, how long are they there, I guess, is the first question.
Depends on what program they're in. Let's say they're in the acute care services. Some of them are short term. Some people can be there 2 or 3 days. Some can be up 7 to 10 days for those in a crisis. So that just varies. They see the doctor. They go to groups all day long when they're in the inpatient crisis unit. We have snacks. They have an activities therapist on one of the units, so they're constantly engaged.
Inpatient crisis unit. The word crisis. How do you define a crisis?
Somebody who wants to hurt themselves or someone else. It's the Florida's Baker Act.
And do they? Okay, like if I go to like, what does it look? Does it look like a hospital? Does it look like an assisted living facility?
Very much like a hospital.
Like a hospital. So do they congregate? Is there a public area? Do they shoot hoops? What do they do?
We don't have basketball hoops,
Yeah, okay.
but we have other things, like we have a Wii Fit that they play games on. There's like a rec area outside where they can go out, and there's actually a concrete path so they can walk around. So they do have some time outside. They're not stuck in a building.
Really?
But yeah, there's always nurses on staff, techs on staff. There's always someone there 24/7 to work with them.
So everybody that works there, do they all have medical backgrounds?
No. They do not.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. We have a lot of people, like personally, I have a bachelor's degree in psychology, so my history is working doing evaluations with patients. So really, we have a wide range of different professions within our agency.
Wow. So Joe, do you look for people who? Well, I'm not going to ask you that one. I'm going to ask you, what are you looking for? What do you look for?
I can tell you that right now we have about at least 60 open positions.
60.
Yes, and we're looking to fill positions that are essential in, like what Bobby said, providing treatment in substance abuse, psychiatric, and we also do child welfare services. To give you more specifics, in our substance abuse programs, we're currently looking for licensed therapists.
Okay,
These
okay.
are your licensed clinical social workers, your licensed mental health counselors, and we're looking for substance abuse techs as well.
Okay. So far you haven't mentioned anybody who does laundry. It sounds like all professional jobs is what I'm saying, right? All professional positions?
We have diverse positions, actually, a variety of other positions. In our psychiatric services, we're looking for, psychiatrists, for nurses, and to classify that, we're looking for nurse practitioners, for registered nurses, LPNs, CNAs.
Okay, so let's just focus on that for a second. So a registered nurse listening in right now wouldn't necessarily have to have had a background in psychiatric care, correct?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
We accept fresh graduates if they have background or if they have interned with a psychiatric unit for their course, then that's an advantage.
So if they're a psych nurse, they've got an edge up on the medical nurse, or not necessarily?
Well, they have to, if they want to specialize in psychiatric, then they, of course, need to focus on that.
Okay.
And Laura, how do you help these centers with posting their jobs?
Yeah, as a matter of fact,
Requirements.
because typically what we do so that any job seeker who's listening in says, gee, I want to apply, so
Yeah.
what do I do? I say, go to our website, careersourceclm.com, and click on today's date on the calendar, and you'll see the WOCA AM Ocala Live segment. And typically we would then have the job titles and the job order numbers with some instructions. But there are so many positions with the centers.
Yeah.
I started doing that last night and went, okay, I can't be here till midnight. So we have very specific instructions to walk people through, so how they can find the job orders or a job and apply for them, look at the job descriptions. But I wanted to mention, one of the things that's fantastic about the openings is it's very diverse. I mean, yes, there CEO, CFO, staff psychiatrist, director of the Citrus
County services.
Yes, county services. So yes, some very, very high-level positions. But there are also, I noticed, cook position, transporter technician. I probably had that wrong.
What does that guy do? He drives the van?
So you
Okay.
don't necessarily have to have that medical background to get a job there.
But do you have similar positions to like an assisted living facility? Do you have an activities? You have a cook. So you must have other kitchen staff. Is there a cafeteria or like a restaurant there?
Yes, we do have a cafeteria in our psych hospital. So we're looking for cooks right now.
I can flip an egg.
Yeah, he makes great eggs.
I'm good at toast. But so, and I guess, Laura, it sounds like what CareerSource does is
we we have someone wonderful, Marisol Hernandez, who is the employment specialist that works directly with the centers, and she is their one-on-one personal consultant to make sure their needs are met in terms of the workforce fulfillment. And we will work with the employer. We have placement specialists that can assist the job seekers on that end, and make sure that we are sending Bobby and Joanne the best people who actually match their needs. There's no point in just sending a bunch of folks over or having people apply for positions just knock on wood, hoping they're going to get it.
Help screen them a little bit.
It's not going to stick.
Because it's better for everybody. It's better for
everyone. If you've gone through a job interview and all the process and didn't get it, that can be very frustrating, and it's frustrating for the hiring managers as well. So all the applications are online, so you do not walk in their door and hand them a paper application or resume. That's not going to fly. So you have to
so that's the procedure.
Online through the Employ Florida marketplace, and you're going to get all that information by going to our website at careersourceclm.com, and you'll see that, as I mentioned, on today's date on the calendar.
Laura Burns is here as well as Bobby Wines and Joanne Williams. We'll be right back. We have to take a little break, and we'll be right back. This is The Source, WOCA Ocala.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Clouds and some sun today with a couple of showers and a heavy thunderstorm crossing the area, high 84 to 88. It'll be mostly cloudy tonight with a couple of showers and a thunderstorm around as well, low 71 to 75. More clouds and sun tomorrow with a couple of showers and a thunderstorm, high 86 to 90. For Friday, more sunshine, but still a thunderstorm or two around in the afternoon, high 88 to 92. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Veterans are the foundation upon which our freedom is built. Listen to The Source, WOCA, each Thursday at 9 a.m. to Veterans News with Hank Whittier from Vets Helping Vets. You'll hear tributes, information on veterans issues, and stories that will make you laugh, cry, and feel proud. Veterans News always focuses on the military, past and present, and on our first responders. Veterans News is brought to you each week by Palm Chevrolet, where supporting the community is the Palm Chevy way, and by Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens and Nursery, keeping you blooming since 1952.
Cookies, 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 cookies.
When you want something special and fun for any occasion, get cookies. That's right. The Great American Cookie Company in the Paddock Mall, Ocala will make a delicious, fun-filled delight just for you. You might notice that I said fun and delicious more than once. That's because I can't say it enough. The next time you're at the mall, be sure and stop by or call 352-237-2557 to place your order.
Cookies, cookies,
Yum.
cookies, cookies. We go cookie eating cookies.
The Great American Cookie Company.
Yeehaw! Howdy, folks. RL here to invite you to DQ. Dairy Queen is serving the crispiest, juiciest, most tasty chicken tenders, all beef chili dogs, and quarter-pound cheeseburgers on earth. And you get crispy fries, a drink, and an ice cream sundae of your choice for only $5. Remember, at DQ, you can lick their cones, but you can't beat their shakes. Dairy Queen, Silver Springs, where they always treat you like kings and queens.
News Talk 1370, WOCA invites you to discover your full business potential. News Talk Radio is the perfect environment for your advertising. WOCA's News Talk format pinpoints information-hungry, better educated, high-income adults, so use us to talk to them. Call 732-8000. 732-8000. We're Ocala News Talk Radio. News Talk 1370 WOCA.
About 11 minutes before 10 o'clock, raining outside. Right now we're talking about jobs, and the jobs specifically that we're talking about, and they're plentiful, but obviously a very specific mindset at the centers because you're dealing with people who need tender, loving care. Bobby Wines is here. She's a private admission specialist and psychological degree, bachelor's in whatever you said earlier. Joanne Williams is here, recruiting director, and of course, Laura Burns is here from CareerSource, so she'll tell you how you can figure out how to get this job, or if even it is for you. And that's where we should start. How do you know that this is the job for you? What kind of person are you looking for? You're looking for can I maybe I can jumpstart this in a way, because I used to work for the Juvenile Detention Center.
Did you? So did I.
Did you really?
I worked some time there. Yes.
Really? Now this was probably before your time. You look a lot younger than me. but I remember I was there like 7 years. So it was a long time, and I was working with the kids, trying to help them get back on track. And I left after 7 years thinking I didn't help one person. I tried, and then one day there was a guy behind me flashing his lights. And I pulled over to see what he wanted. A young man gets out of a truck, and he shakes my hand. I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm thanking you. You're the one who got me this job." I said, "You're kidding me." So there you go. Because Laura, during the break, you were talking about how, a job like this job has a lot of great, rewarding aspects to it. Your job must. I mean, you must have those moments where, wow, I actually made a difference. And so those are the kind of people who you're looking for, I would imagine.
Absolutely. I've been with the centers personally 15 years. I basically walked out of college and was blessed to where I had a job right away. And through the years, I've seen a lot. I've dealt with a lot of patients, worked with a lot of patients. And you really have to have compassion, and you really have to understand that some of these people really need your help. And you really have to be empathetic and be open to helping them.
Yeah.
And I think that takes a special kind of person. Not everybody could do this. My mom's a school teacher. I couldn't do that. So I really think it takes a very special type of person who really wants to help people and has really that inside, this is what I want to do.
How do they know? How do they know that you care?
That's kind of a hard question, but I do think that because, when they're in crisis, they walk in your door and you do whatever it takes to help them. Here's this, here's that. Let me guide you to the right services. And I think that's really how we show people that we care about them. We don't give up on them. It doesn't matter if you've been to the centers 27 times. You're going to walk in our door the 28th time, and we're going to appreciate and help you every single time.
The stories are abundant in the world of famous people. You hear about singers, actresses, etc., actors. But a lot of times it's women, right? Not all women,
No.
but they go, what is the demographic at the centers?
No.
I'm sorry,
A lot of
I just
women.
insulted everybody in the room. So,
There's a lot of women.
But what is the demographic? Is it mostly men, mostly women, or is it split down the middle?
It's diverse.
It is really
It's
diverse.
diverse,
Huh?
yes. We have an obligation to the Office of Federal Contracts to employ from different demographics. In fact, we're a federal contractor, so we have a lot of compliance measures in place. We offer equal opportunity to everyone who's looking for a job. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this earlier, that because we were talking about what our ideal job candidate is. Well, describing that is simple.
Good.
Yeah.
What is it?
Well, all of our positions have their minimum requirements online. On the job posting, there's a lot of information
Okay.
that everybody can see. So to me, anybody can really apply to any positions. But when someone who's not qualified for a particular position, given the minimum requirements apply to a certain job, that tells me that this applicant may not be paying attention. It doesn't always look good. And I don't like saying that because you want to encourage people to apply, but you also want them to pay attention to what they're applying.
I would say, did you read the thing?
Yeah.
Did you pay attention to what you're applying for? So yeah, that does make a lot of sense. Do you take life experience in exchange for education?
We do. Yes, for some positions we do.
Okay.
Because not everything you can learn in school.
And is
We
that
all know
said?
that.
Because a lot of people who maybe somebody worked at a similar facility before, but never actually went to school for it.
Yes.
Do you offer benefits to the employees, like different medical insurances, dental,
Absolutely.
things like that?
Absolutely. We offer paid time off as soon as you start with us. So you accrue hours that you can bank in your PTO and use that for any purpose that you want, as long as, of course, that's approved by your immediate supervisor. But we also have medical, dental, vision, and life insurances after 90 days, and we offer 401k after 1 year of service with us.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So let's talk about the workers themselves, and Laura likes to talk about the culture of a place, and I love that. What's it like for you as workers? I mean, you get in your lounge and you say, "Oh boy, this is." I put my feet up now and talk a little bit. What's that like?
From an HR perspective, this is my observation, and I've only been with the centers for a year, but I know for a fact that we promote growth. We always encourage our employees to achieve their career goals. We have a very friendly environment. Of course, we need to have that in place because we always have direct contacts with our clients. And we display that kind of behavior in the office.
And I'm just going to piggyback on what Bobby and Joanne were saying, is yes, there are wonderful intrinsic benefits to working for the centers, knowing at the end of the day you have contributed to the well-being of an individual and helped them. That is priceless. But as Joanne pointed out, you're not working for free. These are competitive wages. There are wonderful benefits, and the centers has a fantastic reputation in Marion County and Citrus County that you can work there with pride, and you have, as Bobby is a testament to, career track there. She's been there for 15 years.
Wow.
And so this is a place where if you're serious about a career and a good job and working at a place that makes a difference, boy, please check it out, because I don't think people are going to be confused in terms of what jobs to apply for, because it's pretty obvious. If you're CEO or CFO material, you have that background, you would apply for that. If you if you're a visitation coach or case manager, you have that experience, that's where you're going to go. So there are just a fantastic diversity of positions that they offer.
And obviously staff is there 24 hours a day, so is it 3 shifts?
Yes, it is. In our inpatient unit, yes, it is. And I want to talk a little bit about the culture really quick, because I have been there for so long, and my primary time has been in the inpatient hospital, and it's a very family feel. You really it's a tight, close-knit, because you deal with a lot of very serious situations, and you really get close with your coworkers. So it's a very nice feeling. You work, but then you also go out to dinner that night. So it's a really good environment.
Oh, wow. I love the way you just described that. Work and then go out to dinner.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You're like a family there.
Absolutely.
So is it rotating shifts, or if you sign up for a shift, that's your shift from now until you change?
It can change. They can apply to another shift if they're eligible for transfer. So they can grow within the centers. They can move as well. Everybody needs change once in a while, so we allow that. We allow for that.
So hopefully we've interested somebody out there, or if not, then they'll show this video to somebody who might be interested. Do you want to give out some information so that they can get the ball rolling?
Absolutely. Go to our website, I was going to give the wrong website, our old website. Please go to our new website, careersourceclm.com, and you'll see our calendar of events. Just click on today's date, July 16th, and you'll see an entry for the AM Ocala Live with the centers. You click on that, and it will explain a little bit about the company, about the positions, and how to apply. So just go there, and if you have any questions about the instructions, how to apply, there's a 800 phone number that you can call for more help.
There's one thing I think we asked off the air and not on the air. Where is the centers? We didn't say that, I don't think, on the air.
We have multiple locations throughout Marion Citrus County, but our main campus is located at 5664 Southwest 60th Avenue, Airport Road.
Okay. So the jobs you're looking for at that location, or all of them?
They could be in any location that we have, and we currently have 6.
Now, don't show up there to apply, because this electronic online application through the Employ Florida Marketplace. So that's how you're going to have to apply, and you'll get all that information at our website, careersourceclm.com. The business that goes on at the centers is very important, and we don't want 200 people showing up saying we want a job.
That's right, absolutely, yeah. And if you're looking for a job, just go to the website. If this isn't your job, there might be something else there
Absolutely.
to look for. Laura Burns, always good to see you.
Always good to see you.
Thank you for coming in. Bobby Wines, nice to meet you. Sorry I messed up on your name in the beginning.
deal.
Joanne Williams, thank you for coming in.
It's a pleasure to be here.
And thank you for what you're doing. You're making the world a better place. I guess you know that. All right, we'll take a little break and we'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. Many